Alright, that's enough of asking other people how they're settling in. Let's just actually walk in that room. Hello, ghost. I can't even inspect the ghost. Cell phone. It's funny, every single adventure game ever, it's so easy just to accept that it either takes place like 40 years ago or in the future. And frankly, the aesthetic that the genre loves tends to reinforce that, because this room does not look like a modern location for a bunch of reasons. But then he's just on his cell phone over there. I'm like, all right, that's when this is set. Logan's relaxing on the sofa and fiddling with his phone.
Hey, you're finally up. You guys keep some late hours around here.
I guess you got a lot of like Twitter to catch up on after spending like 3 days with your phone not working in the magic circle. I guess all those midnight hours prepared me for this.
Except that nobody claps when you're done. Except me. You saved my life last night. Anyway, I was told there'd be a meeting or something? Just let me know when it starts.
I'd like to talk a bit first.
I can do that.
Conversations with these characters change a little bit, don't they? Because we're not in the private spaces with them. Everyone else is just right there in... I guess everyone's in earshot of Mandana too, though. It's really just Eli that's in an isolated basement and everything, because it's easy to forget because we jump screens and everything, but you can even see some of the weapons there. Mandana's like standing right here, like 10 feet away, I guess. So I was talking about these characters for a few feet away from them to somebody else. That's a little awkward. What are you doing with your phone?
You ever hear of Trollgate? Some online game thing? KK is a little obsessed with it. Oh, don't deny it, KK. You totally are. You make me play this thing every chance we get. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Role-playing a pink troll in a fairy tale land, zapping goblins with magic. Okay. KK says they aren't goblins. They're called Whittakins. Yeesh, such a nerd. What? You are?
Now I'm wondering if something sinister is going to happen. It could just be a fun little universe thing where that's just the Candy Crush or Clash of Clans of this universe right now that everyone's playing on their phones, and it could just be nothing more than that. Or the very next chapter could be about how the demon fucked with the game developer, and oh my god, it's the developer of Trollgate, this is crazy. Like, it could go either way as far as setup goes. But that's the same game that her brother was playing in the previous chapter. There's a ball of light next to you.
That's no ball of light. That's KK. Seems you guys can see her. Eli was saying it was because we're all linked now or something. You'd have to ask him. I couldn't understand 2 words of it.
Linked? No, that would require like some kind of vow. And we're distinctly called the Unavowed. So get your facts straight. Any thoughts on the last mission?
I think I'm just happy to walk more than 2 feet in any direction. I'm eager to move. You need me to run out for coffee or a pizza or anything? Just say the word.
I was gonna say, if you're in a hurry to move, you're like defaulting to the least mobile thing you could do right now. There's a training dummy in the other room if you want to like hit something or not be on your phone, since you apparently don't want to be. Can we talk about yourself?
Sure, I guess.
We've even got a nice set of stairs you can just walk up and down over and over again. How long have you been at Bestower?
About a year, give or take. One day I got the worst headache of my life. Then KK appeared, and everything made a lot more sense.
Things made sense after KK appeared?
Yeah, with my brother Jonah. He was a Bestower before me. He'd been acting strange for weeks, jumping at shadows, staring at stuff that wasn't there. I begged him to talk to me, but how could he? I wouldn't have believed him. He couldn't handle it. In the end, he took his own life. When he died, I inherited his gift. And KK. She explained everything. Jonah wasn't crazy. He never was. And accepting this gift, it's the only way I can honor him. So here we are.
Now we gotta get into detail a little bit about how heavily it weighs upon you, or how horrifying it may or may not be. if he took his own life? Was it because of the horrors he saw, or was it because of the social isolation of nobody believing him? I wonder. Because he seems to be taking it fine. I don't know. Aside from being a bestower, you're mundane, like me.
I was never anyone particularly special. And honestly, I'm still not. So am I mundane? Sure. Mundane as mud.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright.
Can I ask you about KK?
Is that okay? She says it's okay.
Why does she bob up and down like that?
She says she doesn't know, but honestly, I think she's messing with me. Why? Because you're always messing with me.
What does KK look like?
Oh yeah, you only see a ball of light, right? I see a little girl, about 10 years old. Really? You sure it's okay? Well, okay. I have a picture on my phone of what she looked like, you know, when she was alive. She says it's cool if you want to see.
I'd love to see that picture of KK. How weirdly rude is this? Is just, you can either change the subject immediately or you can walk away instead of seeing the picture.
Sure, here.
KK was so young.
I know. She was 10. Just try not to make a big thing of it, okay?
How did KK die?
Look, you never spoke to a ghost before, so you can't know this. You don't ask a ghost how they died. You just don't. It really upsets them. So, let's not do that, okay?
Let's see you later.
Talk later.
Ha ha ha.
Where were we?
I was pretty sure it was a bad idea to click that, but I kind of wanted to go anyway. That's kind of been how I'm approaching a lot of the character dialogue with the party members, because I think they all have like a prepared rebuff. Vicky peruses liquor collection.
You know, I nearly puked the first time I saw that ghost in Vinny's alley, but now I know that it was just lost. I'm glad Logan's on the team. Nobody deserves that. Nobody.
Really? All that hard-ass shit you've been doing all this time, and seeing a ghost makes you almost puke. Maybe they're more distressing to look at than adventure graphics allow. Any thoughts on the last mission?
It's infuriating. Somewhere in the Gun Hill precinct is some poor cop assigned to the Eddings house case. He'll never solve it, ever. An unsolved case like that can haunt a cop their entire career, make them hate themselves, drive them to drink. I want to drop an anonymous tip in the mail, but what the hell do I say? A demon did it? I guess I just have to live with it.
We'll chat later.
Right. Catch you later.
Yeah, it's more or less accurate. You have the answer to everything that they need to know to not hate themselves over that mission, but they would never believe you if you told them. You'd have to show them everything and a bunch of other crazy shit, and then like these people have, and then after they've seen all the crazy shit, then they can maybe swallow the explanation. Otherwise, if you just go straight to them with the absolute facts, but that's it, of just the case, they'd be like, demon mind control, excuse me? He commands attention even when standing passively in a room.
A bestower and spirit guide in the Unavowed hall. More evidence that times are changing.
He talks to ghosts. How is that a bad thing?
Interesting you say that after your experiences last night. Bestowers deal with death. Mundane, mortal death. It is messy, fraught with emotion, and rarely pleasant. But times are changing rapidly. We must adjust in kind. So, shall we start the meeting?
I mean, he's non-mundane, and we collect non-mundane people as recruits to solve our problems, and he's been able to solve problems. I don't understand the distinction. I'm more confused by Vicky, who is just a cop. Like, you're not bothered by the fact that we just collected a regular-ass cop to bring along, as opposed to, like, somebody who has an actual special ability, which seems to be what we're trying to do. Although I don't think there's really rules. I think you're allowed to bring along anyone you want, more or less. and she obviously has her own skills. She's just not exactly one of the X-Men. Call the meeting.
Yes, it is time.
So, you met the new guy?
The bestower? Yes, I have. Did I read the report correctly? You battled 3 poltergeists for 2 days and survived.
I wouldn't call it battling. I just kind of sat there.
Regardless, anyone else entering that house would have been killed. You being there saved lives.
Well, I was where I needed to be. That's all.
No doubt. However, a poltergeist should never have formed in the first place, let alone 3. How did this happen?
I don't know. It almost sounds like we should have like a bestower in the Unavowed for this kinds of situations. Sounds like a pretty good idea, doesn't it? It was my demon again.
Of course it was.
The demon turned the residents against each other, then encouraged them to kill each other. Somehow, in the midst of all that nasty, their souls got corrupted, made them go geist.
But again, we return to our old question. Why? Why is the demon doing this? To what end? I admit, I am confused.
Have we exhausted every lead? Spoken to every witness? Is there anybody left?
There's a ghost in the East Village and a ghost in the Bronx. I don't know why we own... I find it a little weird that we... Oh yeah, Vicky hasn't looked at the dead body. Yeah, I noticed that the East Village stayed as an option after I went there, so I thought they'd all stay as options after I go there, but then the second place I went to disappeared after I left it. So I guess I can't go to Staten Island to talk to that one ghost now that I have a ghost talkie person. So specifically, the Village Eye is a location that they're keeping on the list because we're supposed to revisit it after we get both of these new characters because there's a ghost and a dead body to investigate. What about the ghost in the Village Eye?
Yes, a witness, albeit an unconventional one. The bestower can speak to it, whereas we cannot.
Look, if it has any information for us, I'll pass it along. But my priority is helping it.
Naturally.
You all know your duty. Report back when you have new information. Meeting adjourned.
Did he just...
Yes.
Frankly, that's just kind of a rude way to leave a conversation. I'm retreating to my bottle that no one can follow me into now. Go away. Just go do shit. I'm just gonna sit here now. If his priority is to help ghosts, I really feel like we should go back to Staten Island and help that ghost. It actually does kind of suck that we can't go back there knowing that it's there. Oh well. Time to bring both the new characters.
They don't have Wi-Fi in the tunnels yet, so no, sorry.
Huh?
Nothing. KK wants me to turn on Troll Gate, but there's no signal down here.
Kids and screens, right? Gotta set limits.
I don't know about that. I figure if you die, you should be allowed to play as many video games as you want.
It's a rather specific list of video games you can play when you can't use controllers at that point. What? What? Okay.
So Logan, is KK standing still, or is she moving with the subway?
What do you mean?
She's not actually standing on the floor, right? So what's keeping her here? I mean, magic or not, that's just basic physics.
I don't know. I guess physics don't really apply to dead people. What do you think, KK?
What? What did she say?
Oh, she burped loudly.
That just raises all new questions about physics with ghosts if she's burping. Alright, so apparently we have to take Eli Armandana on every mission. Did not know that. Huh.
Vicky, KK can see you staring, you know.
Crap. Sorry, kid.
I mean, she's a really pretty ball of light.
You're still doing it.
Well, tell her to quit bouncing around like that. It's distracting.
You can tell her yourself, you know. She's right there.
Hey, KK, can you stop bobbing up and down, please?
She said no.
Yeah, I guess that.
I'm afraid I can't tell when the conversations are over or not. So apparently we have to take Eli or Mondana with us. So my whole plan was, oh, we'll take both of the new characters and we'll do maximum coverage on all the cool new stuff. But I have to make a choice here. And I feel like I should give priority to the ghost.
Maybe later.
Huh?
Not you. KK keeps asking to see that movie. Squirrel Team 13, Squirrels in London.
They're still making those? I saw the first with my brother Mitch when I was like 10. We made our dad play the theme song in the car for months.
Great. You had to mention the theme song. Now she's gonna be singing it all day.
Sorry.
Ha! Your suffering is unique to you. Alright, I feel like I should give priority to the ghost, obviously. Because it affects whether or not that person gets to move on, as opposed to being able to look at a body. So I'm gonna take Logan, right? I'm trying to keep the name straight.
Logan? Jeez, where have you been? We missed you at the last few meetings. We've been worried.
Dude, it's called Alcoholics Anonymous for a reason.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
It's fine. Whatever. I'll be at the next one. Promise.
Gonna hold you to that.
I mean, it could have been a number of different meetings. Maybe you guys have a D&D group. You're the one that outed yourself as being an AA member. I guess one way to keep you from drinking is to just trap you in a circle with some ghosts where you can't leave or you'll die for 3 days. That's one way to stay clean for a few more days. Jesus. You two know each other?
Yeah, through AA meetings. Now the whole block knows.
He could see you through the veil. Is he void touched?
What? Oh, no. I told Kalash thanks, but no thanks. It was tempting, but it didn't feel right, you know?
Wait, you were asked? How come I wasn't? It's kind of a dumb question because I know exactly why I wasn't. Because I'm a mass murderer.
You were a wanted criminal. In cases like yours, it's mandatory. Sorry.
You got a clean slate. Many people would cut off their arm for that kind of second chance.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, on some level, like, yeah, not being recognized might have its bonuses if he's gonna do a bunch of spooky ghost stuff and doesn't want to be outed, but I don't... By and large, neither he nor Vicky need the veil in the same way that my character does. And Eli has the veil because he has to avoid being caught by a bunch of people that want to murder them. Montana presumably doesn't need the veil at all because she doesn't have a human life to begin with to be anonymous from. Ghost.
This is, not what I expected to see down here.
Hello?
Maybe KK and I would be more useful here?
Yeah, I was kind of doing that thing where I think a modern adventure game will just like default to the thing, but I have to actually click on you. Puzzle, air quotes. Ah. Just talk.
If you
All
want
right.
me to talk to that ghost, just say the word.
That's what I'm trying to do. There we go.
Hey, you look a bit lost. Maybe we can help.
Hello? Who's there?
Eli, did you hear the ghost talk?
I did. We must be getting some psychic spillover from Logan. We should have hired a bestower years ago.
Shh, let me work here.
What's going on? Who are you?
I'm Logan Brown. This is KK.
I don't know you. You don't know me. You shouldn't be here.
So now we're playing Logan now. That's different. What's your name?
Maybe if you told us your name, I could help you.
I told you. You don't know me, I don't know you. Let's keep it that way.
We'd like to help you, if you'd let us.
Get out of here. Get out of here before they come back.
Nobody's coming. I'm sorry.
You're lying. You're trying to make a fool of me.
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
You need to leave this place.
Look, I hate to be blunt, but you're dead. Your body's right over there.
No. This is a place of life, of healing. Take your lies and go.
I know, KK. That never works. Come on, man. Tell us your name.
Leave me alone.
Come on, man.
Leave.
I don't know how to get through to this guy. I say we leave it for now. I'm not sure what else I can do. There's a meeting a few blocks from here I wanted to catch. You guys mind if I take off?
Sure. Send Vicky back while you're at it.
Sure. I'll give her a call on my way out.
I guess we'll look at the body then.
Jesus. Did a crate of Miracle Grow explode?
It was a large spillover of life energy, but essentially, yeah, that's kind of it.
It's getting a little hard to explain the reasoning for why we can't just have the whole group around. We're doing the Mass Effect thing where we have a squad of like 12 characters, but only 2 people can go on missions with Shepard for some reason. Admittedly, in a point-and-click game, that's a large crowd of people to be on screen at once when you're trying to navigate and stuff like that. But the story contrivances they have to set up to make it work is a little awkward.
This the stiff?
That's him.
Right, let's take a look. He's covered in moss. Grass, weeds, it's kinda taken over his skin.
Yeah, my best guess is that he's being absorbed by the life energy in the room.
What? He's being eaten? Are we safe in here?
It's life energy. It doesn't kill. As long as we're alive, we're fine.
Fine. But if I turn into Plant Woman, I'm coming after you. Anyway, good news, his hands are still pretty humanish.
What good are his hands? Fingerprints, obviously.
Not his hands, his fingers. As in fingerprints. And got him. That's the easy part. Now I just gotta call in a favor. Yeah, Donnie, it's me. I'm sending you a file. Fingerprints. Could you get them analyzed for me? Yeah, it's dead-ass urgent. You can't? Oh, my man. I owe you one. My bro didn't disappoint. This guy is Harry Taylor. 62 years old, petty thief, homeless since '09. Dropped off the radar about a year ago. I guess we know what happened to him. That's about all I can do for now. Is it cool if I take off? I promised Donnie a burger.
This is... This is just a really weird... It's just a really weird contrivance. If they just let me bring Vicky and Logan, then we could have this scene done in half the time. Sure, send Logan back while you're at it, even though he's at an AA meeting? Like, how much time is passing during these transitions?
No problem.
Eli's not even doing anything. Maybe he will, and it's plot important? Maybe they're just terrified of new recruits going on a mission or something, but I'm like, I don't know, make a special exception then. Just let me take Eli and both people. It's like, it's really awkward. Alright, Logan, now we know their names, so good news.
Hey, it's us again. Are you Harry Taylor?
You know me?
I know of you.
Oh, I see. So it worked.
What do you mean it worked?
The pain. It's all gone. The ritual must have worked. Oh, thank God.
Whatever happened here, I don't think it worked. I'm sorry.
But it had to. The Master promised. Jordan, Wendy, they all promised. All I had to do was bleed a little. Just a little. Wendy lifted the knife and then... Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you're here to...
Help you the rest of the way.
I see. Will it hurt?
No, the hard part's over. Just take KK's hand, okay?
Okay.
All right, he's gone.
Does that usually happen?
No, that never happens. Maybe we should get out of here?
I was about to suggest the same thing.
Corpse is dissolving.
Who disturbs my grove? Mel Caressa, it is you. I was wondering if you would ever come back. Have you brought more worshippers at last?
Mel Caressa. We have my demon's name now. There we go. Oh, come on, dude. You're an actor. Improv. Don't fucking repeat things back at her as a question, revealing instantly that you're not Mel Caressa. Worshippers?
The ones you gave me. Surely you remember. That spirit was the only worshipper I had left, and you destroyed him.
Worshipper? That was no worshipper. He was just someone who needed help. So we helped him.
A bestower. Rare as hen's teeth you are. You cannot resist your nature. I cannot fault you. Nevertheless, Mel Caressa and I had an arrangement.
Oh, well, at least she doesn't blame him. That's understanding, evidently. What arrangement?
Have you forgotten everything? The power to heal in exchange for worshippers. That was our arrangement. Do you intend to honor it?
Look, whatever deal you made, it wasn't with him.
The fire mage? I thought Alden's hunters put you all to death. You keep interesting company, Mel Caressa. I believe I understand now. You joined them, the Unavowed, the ones who banished me to the North Woods.
So basically, the demon wants these healing powers for some reason. So he set up an entire cult to hopefully worship her indefinitely while he fulfills whatever plan they're working on, which did not pan out apparently because the cult quickly fell apart. Seems like a bad plan. Seems because the sacrifices weren't working. I assume that's because the sacrifices. Maybe it didn't go badly. Maybe what happened where the whole cult fell apart was what was supposed to happen. Trick them into doing sacrifices that aren't actually working, but because instead of the healing power going to them, it's going to Mel Caressa. So first, the healing was less effective for a while, and that's because Mel Caressa was siphoning off the power. Then the last one didn't work at all because Mel Caressa took all the power. I think that's probably what was happening. Because she's not dead, and this place is still functioning, so it's not like the power is gone. So it must have been going to Mel Caressa, otherwise why'd they do this in the first place? Because they don't care about the people. You don't look very banished to me.
I know this. This grove was created with magic that I gave you, making it an extension of my domain in the North Woods. Completely in line with the terms of my banishment, if not the spirit of them. But that's Jin's for you. Always so literal.
Wait, Jin? You saying Mandana banished you?
I speak of Kalash. Does he still live?
Sure he does. I'll tell him hi. We're done here. Now let us go before I burn this place to the ground.
No, I don't believe so.
Jesus!
Bestower, Mel Caressa, you are free to go. Tell Kalash to come to my grove in the North Woods. I want to renegotiate the terms of our agreement.
I'm gonna need him back.
Villain of the North Woods. It has been a while.
It should have been me. Why was I left behind? Eli is not a fighter. Leading him into danger was irresponsible.
And would you have fared better?
I do have some experience in combat, Father.
You weren't there. It happened too quick. There's nothing you could have done.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Guys, we need facts. We need data. Who is this tree lady anyway? You said you imprisoned her.
It was centuries ago. This city was just forming. It was taking over her forest. She resented it. She was a danger. She was hurting people, killing them. She had to be contained.
How was she able to overpower Eli so easily?
Good question. Can't Eli throw fire? How'd he get taken by a thing made of wood?
Galen is cunning. Her experience extends back thousands of years. If she could not defend against fire magic by now, I would be disappointed. But rest assured, Galen will pay for taking Mage Beckett.
She said she wants to renegotiate terms.
If she wants to negotiate, that means she has something to negotiate with.
Eli.
In other words, Eli is alive.
I have no doubt.
I am coming with you, Father. I will hear no argument.
I would not dream of saying otherwise.
This is a trap, right? It's obviously a trap.
No shit. You don't invite the enemy to your door without a reason.
You forget that I defeated her once, when her forest covered this entire island. Now she has only a tiny grove. Her power is a mere fraction of what it was.
And my demon let her out. Terrific.
Only partially, but perhaps that was the intent, to free Galen. But why? A discussion for another time, after we rescue Mage Beckett.
I'm going too.
Yes, Galen knows you. Or at least, she knows the demon that was within you. That can definitely be used to our advantage, and get some answers in the bargain.
Hey, KK and I were there when everything went down. We're going too.
You ain't leaving me behind either.
This is a negotiation, not a battle. Only the three of us are needed, but your zeal is appreciated.
Okay, so let's go.
Yes, the sooner the better.
What's up? Oh. Oh, I'm in control. I was like, and fade to black? I said, and fade to black.